Construction work on the new bridge over the Camu River in the Cangrejo community has been paralyzed again for more than a month. The situation has generated a wave of criticism from thousands of locals questioning the authorities about their negligence to finish the bridge construction, which they only just kicked off, yet soon brought to a grinding halt. This bridge usually connects Puerto Plata with the General Gregorio Luperon International Airport, also called POP, and the tourist communities of Sosua, Cabarete, Cabrera, Las Terrenas and Samaná. Supposedly the sudden halt in the work to erect this important infrastructure and expand the bridge to a 4-lane road is due to the fact that they are trying to bribe landowners around the bridge to leave their properties for peanuts. Yet these owners refuse to be driven off without sufficient compensation. Another version of this bridge construction halt is that the authorities are deliberately postponing the completion of the bridge to use it to impress people just before the next presidential election campaign coming up in 2024. Initially, the authorities promised to erect this bridge within 6 months, which will probably now stretch up to a year and a half instead. In the meantime, vehicles have to go around the construction area by taking a long route right out to another river crossing and through Montellano, which adds quite a bit of time to the trip, especially for emergency vehicles. The Puerto Plata airport has been closed now for the second time for repairs and remodeling of the runway. The first time this was launched was about 1 year ago, and the air traffic at this airport was suspended from the 8th to the 17th of May 2023, and historically the air traffic is now the lowest ever at this airport since its opening. So you have to be wondering whether they really want tourists out here. The works required as an investment for repairing the runway is more than $4.5 million, which supposedly was used for the extension of the runway to receive wide-body aircraft. So right here we have the Puerto Plata airport entrance, and as you can see here, they're constructing a lot of stuff right across. There's actually a restaurant over there, big liquor store, and then down where the cars are coming you have the military base. Now, what's the latest news on the Sosua Beach takeover? Well, on April the 25th, 2023, they started constructing 2 plazas at Sosua Beach. First, they've invaded one end and they're planning to do the same at the other end. So this is completely crazy. But anyway, a year ago, the Ministry of Tourism and the President Abinader announced the remodeling of Sosua Beach with an investment of 615 million pesos. The investment to demolish Sosua Beach to suit their plans for selected tourism in Sosua is underway. Please refer to my video Sosua Belongs to the People to obtain more details in terms of what's going on down there. But this is a beach takeover for sure. Yeah, so here you can see the Sosua Beach takeover in progress. I'm not happy about it at all, but they're doing it because the people ain't standing up properly. So they're starting to eat away the beach and the trees here. Anyway, we'll see how it all evolves over time. The beach vendors are certainly not going to be happy being pushed out when they really start losing their jobs and feeling their businesses being squashed out of here. Folks, just up behind this tin shed here, there's the highway. You come down in Charamicos and there's going to be a church here, and then they're building the new Caribou Tours bus depot right here. and there'll also be a front to it against the highway. So things are changing here, that's for sure. And over here we've got the invasion of Sosua Beach, the end here where they're putting the plaza in. Right next to Supermercado de la Cruz, you have Cafeteria Comedor de la Cruz. He set up a nice place and lots of apartments upstairs as well for rent. So this is a good place to come down. They have a lot of fresh food, air conditioned, there's a TV in there, so try them out. Economical, good food, that's what a lot of people like about it. If you're down at Playa Alicia, next to the waterfront restaurant here, they've got this Bonita Pizza. And you can sit out here and enjoy the view. Very beautiful from here. Another new restaurant's popped up here called Danny's Terraza, and they deal primarily with Dominican type food. Can host quite a few people in there, and it's right here by the traffic light where Super Polo is. So come give them a go. Danny's Terraza. I'm at a woodwork shop here called Costa Norte Woodwork with Alvaro and Camelo. Yeah, they've got a very professional woodwork shop up in El Choco. When you pass the Casalinda's first entrance, you just head up a little bit further and take the first left and the first right, and then you come into this industrial complex here. And let me just show you inside. They can make everything in terms of custom furniture, kitchens, and other types of furniture for your home. They've got all the best equipment you can imagine here, and they can do doors and cabinets. You see some things over here they're producing. They've got every tool you can imagine. A very professional gentleman. Just in the beginning of the La Mulata Road, Ceramica y Baños Johnny has moved in here to a new building. Very fancy, 2-story. Check it out. At Sosua Ocean Village, they seem to be forever expanding. You can see they're putting a whole new section of apartments in here, playgrounds down the back, pools, etc. And then to the left of that you have a tennis club down here. Then there's like entertainment parks, and further down you have the actual Sosua Ocean Village with all their water parks, etc. So definitely something's happening here. Everything's shooting up on the north coast. Alright, here we have David's Plaza. It goes way in the back, full of clubs and different VIP sections and bars and pools. This was where the government gave this business owner the impression that all the girls and the guys from town were going to be hushed down here. But that became a big flop because there's something in Sosua called the Handy Horseshoe. And that means Petro Clisante down to the beach and along the beach itself. And that horseshoe's been handy for over 40 years. So this never worked. When the ladies came here, there was no guys. When the guys came here, there was no girls. So everybody just went back to the Handy Horseshoe. So the government was trying to push a piece of string which doesn't work. Anyway, just a little bit of news for you. This one is still sitting empty. And we've got the New Atlantic gasoline station. So that's right here across from the fire station that's going in. And we have a car dealership here as well. And it's located just like 300 meters up from the CMC hospital. Recently, the greedy authorities decided to add a lot more traffic lights and speed bumps to the areas between Puerto Plata and Cabarete. Now we're up to 15 useless traffic lights. This is a main artery which they've decided to bottleneck so they can collect taxes. There's no other logical reason, and they keep promoting that there's an increase in tourism, which is a lot of bullshit, but there's definitely an increase in frustrated drivers because now there's traffic lights, speed bumps, Chinese surveillance cameras, and they've even constructed tall road curbs between Sosua and Cabarete, attracting more accidents from frustrated car drivers bouncing motorbikes into the side of the road. So a lot of BS if you ask me. The edges of the roads are also clogged with sand, and that adds to the danger of driving on the highway as well. And they also thought it would be a smart idea to put rows of road bumps on the stretch by Kite Beach, which took the average speed from 80 kilometers per hour down to about 5 kilometers per hour right there. And that was building up queues of trucks and cars. Absolutely insane. But thank goodness, Dominicans are level-headed. They ripped the shit out of these plastic knobs, and now the traffic's up to about 60-70 kilometers per hour again. Hooray for them not being into over-regulation. Down here we have Perla Marina, and they're putting this new development in here, very nice area. And this is on the beach side of the highway called Encuentro Ranch Cabarete. Big entrance. There'll be a lot of lots sold. It goes way down the back, all the way to the ocean now. Along the highway between Sosua and Cabarete, you'll see another new development going up called Connections. This will be a villa and condo community near Encuentro Beach. The project will be completed with 11 buildings of condos. Each building has 5 floors. Yeah folks, halfway between Sosua and Cabarete you have this Encuentro Road Park. A lot of Venezuelans run little booths in here where they sell food, and over here behind these white ones they've got entertainment, and they sell everything from arepas to burgers to different kinds of food. Just to see it from another angle. So in the weekends out here, there's a lot of folks that come and hang out on the benches in the shade there and enjoy music. So come out and give it a try. Just down from Encuentro Food Park, you have this Encuentro Residency. And it's just as you come up from Perla Marina. You see it right here. A lot of villas going into this area as well. Beautiful view over the hills at the back. A new establishment is gradually being built between Sosua and Cabarete on the north coast side. The area is called El Rocon, a nice tranquil place to spend a day with your family and friends. The place is becoming quite popular amongst the people from Cabarete and Sosua, and there's a few beach bars, cafes, a pizza place, draft beer place, a kite school, and a beach lounge and bar for yoga, craft activities for kids, and night events with a DJ and dance lessons. So come on out and check it out. Down from El Rocon and La Ciénaga entrance, you have these buildings popping up here. So there's certainly not a shortage of apartment buildings and complexes in the area. Right here by Kite Beach, there's another place going in called Emerald Estates, another gated community. And it's just down the road from El Rocon and the entrance to La Ciénaga up here. Okay, here in Cabarete, next to Sea Winds, we've got a new project shooting up called Eden. And that's just before you reach the Shell gas station. And I'm sure that's going to have the full ocean view. You see the kite surfers coming over there. Yeah, certainly popping up here. And in Cabarete, the Millennium resort and spa. They're expanding too. There's a whole lot of construction going on behind that wall there. There's the construction from the other side. And on this side of the road, something else is shooting up here. So all the lots along the highway are definitely being snapped up and they're constructing. And that was crazy because it was like panic construction. With COVID-19, everything just tripled in price, especially construction materials, and everybody started constructing out of panic that it may be 10 times as much in the future. And that could be true, the way the world's going. I'm out in Cabarete near the police station here. We've got the Cabarete Casino, which has been completely renovated. So the building's looking very nice both outside, and we'll go in and have a look as well. So this is inside the Cabarete Casino here. You got all the machines, and there's the cashier over here. And there's a bar over to the right, and you've got the poker room in there, lit up at night. And upstairs you have the bars and the fight club, and the upstairs huge terrace. Alright folks, that almost wraps it up for this time. Thank you so much for watching. Now, one final thing, if you're coming down here to travel around, especially for the first time or outside a resort that you haven't done before, or you're thinking of moving here, then do yourself a favor. Save some time, save some money, save some hassle, and get some consultancy up front. I do introduction tours, I offer relocation consultancy, I can also go out and look at properties and land with people and give you unbiased advice that a real estate or rental person may not give you. So if you're keen to get my price plan to see my services and find out more information, send an email to info@educatedtraveler.info. And also check out on the top right hand corner the icon in the YouTube channel called InfoHub. For very little you can get access to a lot of information that'll help you, and that's a one-time subscription. Again, thank you so much for watching. Take care and happy travels. Bye-bye.